Hello, and thank you for joining me for this back to school night presentation about your child's chemistry course. So a little bit about myself. My name is Jean-Patrick Francois. My email is available here, jfrancois@psusd.us. I graduated from UC Irvine class of 2010 with a degree in biology, but I covered all of the sciences in my time there. This is my 8th year of teaching at DHSHS. I've taught chemistry, anatomy, physics, and AP chemistry as well. So for this course, it's chemistry in the Earth systems. It's offered periods 1 and 5, period 5 being honors. So our course objective, what we're going to cover. So students by the end of this course are going to understand that the world around them is made up of tiny things called atoms, that these atoms form elements, and each element has special properties based off the way it's put together. These elements make bigger things called molecules, and those molecules are responsible for everything that we see around us. So everything that's around us is made up of these things. We're going to look at bigger picture stuff, like how acids can cause acid rain and ocean acidification. We're going to go look at CO2 and how that affects climate change. And we're also going to look at heat that goes on underneath the Earth's surface that's responsible for earthquakes and volcanoes. So students have access to class through Zoom, which is held daily. These are the two schedules. Quarter 1 is period 1 at these times, and quarter 2 is period 5 during these times. Students are expected to attend daily, and classes will be held over Zoom. So the class expectations for the grade, it's 20% participation, 20% or 40% classwork, and 40% test or projects. All of the information can be found here. It's linked in the syllabus, and this presentation is also going to be included on the Google Classroom page. So for classwork is going to break into a 3-point rubric. Each day, students are going to be assigned slides. They're required to type on those slides to take notes. They're required to upload pictures of their work if they're drawing diagrams or doing calculations. The way that I'm grading them, each day they get 3 points for their slides if they're complete, 2 points if they're mostly complete, or if there were some major issues with it that they need to go back and fix. And then lastly, they get 1 if there was less than half complete, so they get a point if they tried. All of these assignments are going to be due every day at midnight unless I say otherwise. If there's any other assignments that are due later, it's going to be noted before this is assigned. For participation, it's going to break down into 2 categories, completion and communication. So completion is filling out the slides in class, completing any activities within class. And communication is going to be commenting, responding when called on. So I have random named callers. So if I call on your student, if they respond within time, even if they don't know the answer, as long as they're willing to talk to me and we can kind of work it out, this is just making sure that they're paying attention and engaged with the lesson. So for tests and projects are worth 40% of the grade. Tests are going to be assigned in class. They're going to be done in class. The day before the test, they usually get a study guide to help them prepare, which is very similar to the questions they see for the test. The test must be made up within 1 week, or else they would get a 0 on that score. So it's important if they miss a test day that they make it up. For projects, they're going to be assigned periodically. So the projects will be given ahead of time so they know the due date. If it's late, they lose 10% per day. So here are some examples of what students would do in class. So one thing is to do calculations. So this is a great student example. This is work that they did on a separate sheet of paper, and they took a screenshot and put it in their slides. So this is them solving a problem. Here you can see this animated GIF, right, is a image of a simulation. So the simulation, they're able to interact with this and click on various different things in the simulation to change this. So this is going to be due instead of actual labs in class. Virtual labs, we can see here, this is kind of running out. This is going to be an experiment that students can take a look at. They can collect data based off of different inputs that they do. And then lastly, we have videos like this Pharaoh serpent. So this is a demonstration of a chemical reaction that we would use in class, usually as a warm-up so they can kind of see what we're learning about. And this is a really cool one. For tutoring, I make myself available Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 1 o'clock. This is time where students can come in if they have questions about anything that we did in class. They want to go through examples. If they want to see me do any work, they have access to that. If they cannot make it to those sessions, they can always ask through email. I try to respond within the day and get back to them with any questions that they may ask. Although we may not be in person, we're going to try to make the best of the situation and have as many engaging, cool things as we can. So using virtual labs, videos, and other in-class activities, we're going to try to get your child the best education and experiences they can have with chemistry through the distance learning format. It may be tough through a distance learning model. Our class sizes are small enough that I can have individual time with each student and try to get them the help they need to be successful. So I encourage, if you have any questions, please go and reach out at the email that I provided at the beginning of the lesson, right here. And we can definitely talk about your students' progress, or if there's any issues that we need to work out with distance learning, we can find something to make it work. Thank you.